Hi, I'm Michael Wargo, team pilot with FMS and HEJ Turbines. And today I'm going to give you guys a tip that I think is just absolutely essential and maybe life-changing for all of those who are a little docile about trying to jump into flying turbine jets. Everyone seems to understand and possibly fear a little bit this dynamic that turbines, there's a lag between when you hit full power to where you actually get it. It spools up. It's not instant like your EDF is. So an EDF will give you a false sense of security. And what you can do with your EDF is you can take your throttle settings and you could change the speed going up and going down on the response for your throttle. It will go slowly and produce thrust slowly, just the way a real turbine does. You'll have to play around with the speeds. You can start light and then do a lot bigger lag, because truthfully, when a turbine's coming down the runway, the big scary part is you're getting a little too slow and you need more thrust. It's not there. It's going to be 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds away until you begin to get thrust. So we can imitate this by taking our settings. I changed the speed of my throttle settings, and I'll show you it on the screen in a second. But watch, I have the radio here. I'm going to push the throttle up. And I have a delay going in both directions. So that delay, while flying your EDF, you're not in fear of this, gigantic, many thousands of dollar investment. In this case, it's a 70mm jet. But now when I go fly this thing, I am not going to have the same control over the throttle. You can start getting used to it by taxiing. It's just going to be different. When you start to taxi, it's going to take a little bit for it to get moving. And then when you want to stop, you don't have a choice. You can't just cut it and stop. It takes a while for the turbine, or in this case, the EDF, to slow down. And you can delay it as much as you want. You can exaggerate it to get a little more confidence. But this tip, I feel, is essential. And if you fly a turbine or you're thinking of flying turbines, you've got to try it.
Go. Yeah.
And you can also experiment with, as you're taking off and when it's running, you can put some RPMs already in it, because the turbine is pushing a little bit right from the very beginning. It never stops. A lot of times, sitting still, it's turning 40,000 RPMs. That turbine is going. So while it's lit, you've got some thrust. So you can also dial that in to try and imitate what it's like to fly a turbine. Well, this particular setup for the delay I've never used, so we're going to see how it feels on this Viper. This is an FMS Viper. It's a really, really nice aircraft, 70mm. So, I've delayed it. Maybe, I think the delay on here set was for like 4 seconds. But after trying it, I'll adjust it. And that's what you need to do. Just everyone is going to be a little different. So here we go. Take off. And if I want to get rid of the power, I won't have much choice once it gets started, because it's going to take a while for the power to cut. An inverted pass, and I'm going to try and stay low and slow. But I got to be careful being slow, because I don't have the power to just pull up and out.